Hello and welcome to my channel once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, or Australia, I appreciate you so much and I thank you for your support. I appreciate all your comments on the comment section. Thank you for your contribution and your guidelines. Thank you also for your directions. I appreciate you and I will continue to do my best to get better all day and give you a better program. Remember, blessed wherever you are. As you know, I come always to give you information on things that are happening in Nigeria, more especially the southern part of Nigeria, and I give my opinion about the issues and say what I know about it. It's left for you to digest it and also pick a point from it and also make your contributions on the comment side. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you very much. Remember, blessed. For those who have not yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You can equally share the video with your friends, relatives, those whom you want to know issues about Nigeria. Share the video with them so that they can equally watch and understand what is going on in the southern part of Nigeria, more especially, and in Nigeria generally. Today, I am going to talk about the issue of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the message he has for us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu undoubtedly has been the only mouthpiece that speaks the language that we understand. Most of us have been listening to him for a very long time, and at the end of the day, we have been educated to know a lot of things that are going on in Nigeria. Some people are still pretending not to know what is going on. Some pretending that he's not doing any work, but I bet you that we all know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing a great job. And for everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said and predicted from day one till date, they have all come to pass. There is nothing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come to preach of, has come to tell us or to say that has never come to pass. If you could remember, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria that people are crying today, shouting every now and again, Nnamdi Kanu have been crying about this for years. He has been talking to the government for years. He's been talking to, more especially, the people from the southern part of Nigeria for years about the present situation that we are in. Asking them to prepare. He went to the extent of going to the United States to talk to the Igbo organization in the United States to tell them to prepare for what is about to come and equip the people who are going to be able to defend the land. They thought he was joking. They didn't take him serious. But here are we today. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said is coming to reality. Call him a prophet, call him whatever. I know he is the supreme leader of IPOB. Every member, everybody in the southeastern region is IPOB. It doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what you believe, it doesn't matter the way you look at it. The indigenous people of Biafra, if you are from the old southeastern region, you are a Biafran by birth. You are a Biafran, you can't deny that. And you are indigenous. So, when we talk of IPOB, everybody in the southeastern region of Nigeria is a member of IPOB. The old southeastern region, they are all members of IPOB. It doesn't matter if you don't attend the family meeting. You can say you are not attending the family meeting. Understandable, we know you are not a member of the family meeting. But when you talk of IPOB, if the federal government prescribe IPOB, they prescribe the whole of southeastern region. If you don't know that, know it now. We are all Biafrans by birth. If you like, take it. If you like, leave it. No matter how you pretend, you can see it playing out every day. When the government are coming upon the people of the IPOB people, they are not being selective. They are not attacking only those who are going to the family meeting of IPOB. They are against you and I. Everybody that is existing in the southeastern region. The attack of the federal government of Nigeria is against them. Whatever decision they are taking, it's affecting them. IPOB is just there as an organization to fight for you and I, to speak up our tone and to tell the federal government what we want and what we need, because we don't have anybody to speak for us. You and I know that we don't have any representative in the government. Our governors are only serving Abuja and serving the Fulanese. They are not serving us. They do not speak our language. Neither do they understand what we want or what we need. Even if they do, they never want us to have it. In the House of Assembly, we have no voice. We have only one person, and he cannot be doing everything. You know, the majority carries the votes, as they say. Everything that happens in the House of Assembly is about the majority. And we are almost not existing in the House of Assembly, because we have only one voice, which is Abaribe. It is only Abaribe that is a voice that speaks the language of the people. Every other person there is standing for Abuja and speaking for the Fulani Janjaweed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to be supported 100% and be prayed for. Everything he has said has come to pass. For those of you who are still pretending, continue to pretend. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Nigeria will be like Somalia if Biafra doesn't leave Nigeria. It is happening before you and I. The whole of this northern region has been occupied by bandits, by what do they call it, the Boko Haram. They decided to nickname them bandits for you to welcome them. That is the situation. They decided to nickname them. No matter the oppression and suppression that the members of IPOB are facing in that contraption called Nigeria, in the hand of the Fulani Janjaweed and in the hand of the governors who are slaves to their paymasters, IPOB is standing tall, and they are they are succeeding in everything they are doing. It doesn't matter the frustration that is coming from all angles, from even our own brothers, those whom you are fighting for, standing against you. Can you imagine that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done a great work to build a formidable force that cannot be pulled down. It doesn't matter how you try. Lately, you can see the governors coming out to confess that the masses are with ESN, and ESN is the answer. ESN has been doing the work, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to do. He has said it several times that they are not in the cities, they are in the bushes, stopping the Fulani Janjaweed, the invaders, the terrorists in the bushes. And that is what they are doing 24 hours for the day, without rest. They were doing this. The governors came out with their propaganda of Ebubeagu. They came out with their propaganda of Ebubeagu, that Ebubeagu will do this and do that. Before you and I will see Ebubeagu falling apart. We knew that Ebubeagu had no foot soldier right from the time. The day they launched the Ebubeagu, we didn't see any uniform, neither did we see any equipment. It was only following day they begin to issue their different communique individually. I'm going to share with you a video to show you what is actually going on in the southeast of Nigeria, more especially in the Ebonyi state, where Umahi is one of the people who is fighting against ESN and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu day and night. Umahi, the person who formed the Ebubeagu, who spearheaded the forming of the Ebubeagu against the ESN, the very person who used his own brother, who his brother is in charge of the Ebubeagu, Umahi, Dave Umahi. I won't tell you what is happening with the Ebubeagu, but I'm going to play a video for you to see what the lawmakers are saying, what is going on. The lawmakers from Ebonyi State, his fellow politicians, I don't trust any one of them. They are just the same evil men. But at the end of the day, whatever they are doing is for their own selfish interest. They're not doing it to protect you or to protect me, but to protect themselves. Now you are going to hear from them what they are doing with their so-called Ebubeagu that they said they formed to protect you and I. They recruited cultists by themselves to kill themselves and to fight against themselves and to destroy the plans of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever he's doing to keep you and I safe. This is what they are doing. Let us watch the video and hear from them directly what they are doing. Umahi mainly. Let's hear.
Press briefing by the PDP Ebonyi State Caucus of the National Assembly on the deteriorating security situation in Ebonyi State. Today, the 18th day of May 2021. We, the undersigned, who are serving members of the National Assembly, wish to draw the attention of the relevant security agencies in the country to the deteriorating security situation in Ebonyi State, occasioned by the indiscriminate arming of known cultists and agents of the Ebonyi State government. 1. As lawmakers and responsible citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we are alarmed and concerned by the senseless killing of security personnel in the lawful discharge of their duties. This situation has been further compounded in Ebonyi State by the wide-scale distribution of pump action and AK-47 rifles and ammunition to young men throughout the 13 local government areas of Ebonyi State by the state government under the guise of vigilante stroke Ebubeagu. As it stands today in Ebonyi State, it is impossible to draw a line between the criminal activities of agents of the state government and that of other groups. Today, Ebonyi State is awash with weapons supplied and distributed by the state government to persons who are undocumented nor trained in weapons handling ostensibly for use against perceived political opponents. 2. It is important to state here that Governor Nnamdi Umahi's resort to arming thugs and cultists across Ebonyi State is his response to the refusal of major political stakeholders in the state who rejected and refused to decamp with him from the PDP to the APC. For this reason, Governor Umahi has decided to procure and distribute arms and ammunition to thugs, cultists, and some of his appointees under the guise of vigilante stroke Ebubeagu to intimidate and stifle the People's Democratic Party in Ebonyi State. It is for this reason that Ebonyi State has become the first and only state in the southeast to inaugurate and arm the so-called Ebubeagu. 3. As law-abiding citizens, we have written to the Inspector General of Police and heads of relevant security agencies on the deteriorating security situation in Ebonyi State. In those petitions, we have documented violent attacks, attempted murder, and murder of Ebonyi citizens by agents of the state government in the most recent past. The latest of these heinous crimes is the attempted murder of one barrister Amos Ogbonnaya, a former coordinator of the Development Center in Ebonyi State. The said Amos, on the 4th of May 2021, had appeared on the AIT live program, Jigsaw, and spoke on the corruption and poor governance activities of the Ebonyi State government. On the 13th of May 2021, Barrister Amos was kidnapped in his village, Okposi, by a gang led by the personal assistant to the governor named Chinonso Obasi, aka Consider, in broad daylight and operating a state government-owned white Hilux vehicle. By sheer act of providence, Barrister Amos was not buried in a shallow grave which had already been dug, but remains incapacitated and at risk of losing both of his legs in a private hospital at Enugu. 4. Only last week, Governor Umahi gathered what he termed town hall security meeting at the state capital, Abakaliki. However, in those meetings, the governor merely used the platform to issue threats and incite violence and public hatred against PDP members of the National Assembly and other perceived political opponents. 5. We shall end this press briefing by inviting the heads of the relevant security agencies to note as follows. 1. That the governor of Ebonyi State, Chief Dave Umahi, is misusing the Ebubeagu security outfit to proliferate arms in Ebonyi State. The world needs to know that his target is not criminals, but political opponents. 2. The Ebonyi State government has distributed dozens of guns, pump action and AK-47 and ammunition across the state to individuals who are accountable to him. We have pictorial evidence of development center coordinators and his other staff clutching guns and other dangerous weapons. We also have audio evidence of the governor's younger brother, Mr. Austin Umahi, addressing agents of the state state government on how to deploy their weapons on perceived political opponents. That Mr. Garba Aliyu, who is the Commissioner of Police in Ebonyi State, is pliable in the hand of the governor and hereby leaves law-abiding citizens at the mercy of gun-tottling vigilante stroke Ebubeagu. 4. That every effort must be made by the relevant security agencies to recover and mop up the arms and ammunition in Ebonyi State, which Governor Dave Umahi has distributed to individuals who were neither trained nor documented as to keep track record of those in possession of these firearms in Ebonyi State. And 5, that the Inspector General of Police should note that Governor Umahi should be held directly responsible should any harm befall any member of the National Assembly. Signed, Sam Egu, Senator Obinogba, Senator Mike Amanachi, Right Honorable Sylvester Obaga, Right Honorable Igariwe Iduma Enwo, Right Honorable Chukuma Mwazonko, Right Honorable Anayo Nwono, and Honorable Linus Makwe. Livinus Makwe.
You can see that these people from day one had no plan to protect you and I. This is more reason why we should all rally around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you are still silent or sitting on the fence, this is not the time to sit on the fence. This is not the time to sit on the fence. You have to declare whom you are. You have to declare where you are. If you are standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have to speak up, use your platform to speak up. Support ESN the best way you can. There are ways to reach there are accounts to reach ESN. Everywhere you can go through IPOB and support ESN the best way you can. No matter how much you have, how little, how big, support ESN. They are just the solution. There is no other hope in the southeast part of Nigeria. As we are speaking now, ESN is sacrificing, paying a huge sacrifice for you and I in the southeast of Nigeria. In Obibo, they are there. In Imo State, they are there. In Enugu State, they are there. In so many other states, all the states in the southeast, old eastern region, they are there fighting for you and I. A lot of life is going because of you and I. They are working day and night. Volunteers. Whatever support you are giving is just to get them the equipment and make sure they have their meals. You are not paying them. These are volunteers who have volunteered themselves to sacrifice their life for you and I. Why won't we support them? Knowing fully well that we have no other hope. We have no other person to speak for us. The governors are there for themselves, not for you and I. What are you waiting for? Why are you sitting on the fence? Why are you still sitting on the fence? It is time we have to support the ESN. Everybody from the south, including our brothers, the Ududuwas, they are doing a very great work and we need their support also. Their prayers and support anywhere they can. They can equally support by also following their own protests, making their own protests more stronger than it is now, which I believe it will. They are doing a great job. Igbowo is rallying around and the protest is going very, very huge. A huge rally is going on for Ududua all over Yoruba land. There has been rallies every day, every now and again. The rally is going on and many people are joining. More voices are coming out in Ududua land. This is what we want. The South must be free. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how many they kill. We must be free. They cannot scare us. They can't scare us. They cannot scare us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the solution. He remains the solution. Because when you begin to look at these people whom we are dealing with, when you listen to some of them, after listening to what they have to say or what they have to offer to their so-called contraption called Nigeria, you will see every reason to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 100%. 101%. When you listen to them in a contraption like Nigeria, when you see somebody like Sheikh Gumi, who is a terrorist, coming out to put a defense for the terrorists every now and again, coming to defend them, and nobody's doing anything. Instead, the presidency embraced him, They dialogue with him. He become the celebrated negotiator between the government and the terrorists. And he's proud about it. He speaks about it. He speaks boldly about it. Even coming out to make a video in a national television and say that he trusts the bandits. He trusts the terrorists more than the politicians. He trusts the bandits more than the government. For somebody who stands and tells you that he trusts the bandits more than the government, he trusts the terrorists more than the government, what else do you want to hear before you walk away from that very contraption? What else? What else are you waiting to hear before you walk away from that contraption? These people know the solution to this problem. The problem is theirs. They created the problem and they are forcing the problem on all parts of the country. The South has no contribution to their terrorism or whatever they are doing. The terrorists, they formed it in the North and they are the one grooming it, and up to today they are fueling it, sponsoring it, fueling it. When you arrest any one of them, they will release them within some space of time and put them into military. This is what is going on every now and again. You see them come to the national television to defend this. Let us watch Shegumi. You will see for yourself what Shegumi have to say. And after listening to this man, tell me if you will still be calling for one Nigeria. And which kind of one Nigeria are you calling for?
Politicians tell us they don't trust the bandits. The bandits tell us they don't trust the politicians. I'm telling you, as a middleman, I trust the bandits more than the politicians, because the politicians, me and them, even in the town, how did we end up? Do we trust them? So it's just politics. It's just government. If government is serious now, in 1 month, all banditry will stop. But it has to give the right people the right support, an instrument to go in and foster this peace we are talking about. The government has to come in. We should not leave it to the clergy. Look at this gentleman, he's so concerned about it. But how about the government? Anybody who is above 25 years old must have seen a herdsman. Maybe you must have seen a herdsman. You think it's a criminal? No. It's not a criminal. We turned him into a criminal. So we have to reverse and turn him into a civilized Nigerian who is educated. Change his lifestyle too. You have to change his lifestyle. If you want to stop him from open grazing, change his lifestyle. He will stop it, because open grazing is not tourism. It's not luxury. People in the bush with snakes, with animals. If you change his lifestyle, he's going to abandon it. Cowboys in America have changed their lifestyle. They are no more running with the horses and cows. They have changed. So this too is time but it has to be a concerted government involvement. Government cannot just sit down on one side and say, I only engage them militarily. This is not a military problem. It's a social problem which the government should be seriously engaged. You see, when you give somebody an alternative that is more efficient, more effective, naturally he will leave it to the effective and natural. So what I say, let's train these Nigerians, they're Nigerians. When you train them and show them the better way, when you show him, 1 cow can produce more milk than 100 he has. 1 cow can produce more milk than the 100 he has. When you show him, why would he accept it? He will accept it. So you have to train somebody. Just like the Almajiri case. The Almajiri. Why is the school? We're talking about stopping Almajiri. Almajiri means a student who is learning. Did you give an alternative? He refused. No. We didn't build the schools. We didn't train their teachers. We didn't bring hostel for them, scholarship for them, and we are making noise. We have Almajiri, but what have we done for them? Had we have the schools, you will see Almajiri to see. So let's do the right thing. Just not bringing laws that will complicate matters, that can be politicized, that can be ethnicized. Let's make laws that are reasonable, and let's put into consideration the people we are dealing with. Let's wean them out of this problem. It's a problem, but we can wean them, educate them, and put them on the right track. Like the Nigeria has done for me. Nigeria has educated me. I've been to the university by Nigerian funds. So, but what am I doing for Nigerians now? I won't take a cow and start open grazing. I won't kidnap any Nigerian, because Nigeria has done for me. For this person kidnapping you, what Nigeria has done for him? Nothing. You only make laws against him.
Is it the type that this very man is talking about? Is it the kind of Nigeria that this man is talking about? The kind of contraption where you would trust a bandit and a terrorist more than the citizens of the country? Where you would trust a bandit and the terrorist more than the government, more than the politicians? And you tell me that this kind of a country is a country you want to be in? For me, I am out already. As a Biafran, I stand with Biafra. I stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 101%. I follow him from head to toe. I give my support. I use my platform to talk about Biafra because Biafra is my religion. That is my religion. Biafra is my religion. As far as we are now, that is our religion. For us to be able to get a country that we call our own. A country where we will feel respected. A country where a human being can exist. Where people will think like human. Not a country where you create a problem and force the problem on other people. Asking other people to clear your mess that you have created. The Southerners have been trying as much as possible to make the North better. When Jonathan was there, in as much as Jonathan wasn't effective, Jonathan concentrated on the North, building a whole lot of schools for them. Financing the North and building schools for them. But they never attend. They don't care to attend. The elite even discourage them from attending the schools. Discourage them from attending the schools. They have been in power from independent up till now. They occupy the space in the power they have been milking the oil for a long time, yet they are the poorest in the country. They impoverish their people, nothing to write home about. Only the few of them, the Fulani elites, the few of them, the cabals, only few of them removing the rest of them. They cannot talk. They only pray for themselves and say, Allah baka kabamu. They never pray for their own. They never pray for Allah to give them. They pray for Allah to bless their elites. Then the elites will be them. We are not the same. In the South, it is not like that. We are praying that God should bless everybody equally. Everybody should receive their own blessing, be able to stand on their own, do what is right, and defend themselves. That is what we are praying for in the South. Not like the North. So these two are not the same. It is not out of hatred. It is not out of hatred. What we are saying is that the North should go to on their own. Arewa should go their own way, practice their life the way they want it, practice their ranches in their territory, practice their religion in their territory. If they want to go on with their Sharia in their territory, nobody is disturbing them. Then they shall allow people in the South to practice their own religion in their territory, practice the secular system in their territory. That is all we are asking for. You wouldn't come to be intimidating people in the South. At the end of the day, you do not want you do not want alcohol in the North. But when the people who are selling alcohol in the South pay tax, they will take the tax they have paid by the Southerners and then go to the North to develop the North. Which same person does that? Which same person accepts that and tolerate that? It doesn't work, and it cannot work anymore. That is why we are crying that everybody, we are asking that everybody should add their voice. Be you Oduduwa, be you Biafra, be you Middle Betan, wherever you come from, add your own voice, use your platform to speak and demand for what is right, which is breakup. Peaceful breakup, that we all will have a referendum for everybody in that contraption, every indigenous tribe in that contraption, to know where they belong, so that we can have a safe nation for each and every one of us. Thank you so much for listening, and remember this, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a video, and remember, always be here. Go to the comment section, say your views. Remember this. Bye-bye. Take care. Remember this.